one of the first things that you'll notice as you look at all of the different bento boxes is that pretty much every bento box starts off with creating a safe space for the participants. Can you tell us why is that so important for the work that then happens in a bento box?
Yeah, I mean, as I mentioned with the facilitation thing, I think, to Tom's point, this size of team, this kind of work, it brings out a lot and for people. Um, and I think, zooming out to SY Partners and its philosophy, I think the perhaps the core insight that Keith and SYP had quite early on in the evolution of the consultancy was that business is ultimately a human endeavor. I know that seems very obvious to us now, but I think in the 90s that wasn't really something that was thought about too much. In that humans have feelings and humans have context, and to do work really well, we have to look at the work through a lens of humanity. And so, we need to help the humans who are engaging in any kind of endeavor, business endeavor, to feel heard, seen, designed for, and ultimately safe so they can really bring out their best ideas, bring out their clearest thinking, their honest feelings. And, a lot of SY Partners work has been about creating the conditions or the container or the structure, the safety for people to do that and to do it in a way that is actually quite cathartic for the collective, for the organization, and helps ideas get stronger, helps the bonds within teams and between teams and in an organization get stronger. Alignment gets truer and the sense of direction gets clearer. And so I think these are it's all humans and human systems. So I think this ritual of creating a safe space, it may seem like a small uh, thing and like it maybe can feel repetitive if you're doing a bento box over and over, many bento boxes, but I think it's really important as a stage setting, container creating uh, moment or gesture.
Thank
Yeah,
you very much.
and maybe if I can just add on to that a bit as well. I mean, it's so critical for people to be open to others' ideas in a bento box process and these kind of first, I mean, we would call them icebreakers in a trainer's mind or methodology, but they're more context setting. They're more, again, going back to these very fundamental questions of how might we, what if types of questions. So one of the things that we see that's common amongst all the teams and all the bento boxes is that once these barriers to others are lowered, real collaboration starts to take hold. And one of the things we say, it's a tool for radical collaboration because absent of these things that we bring into the room, if we can, lower the barriers between people as they go through these activities, we can see true collaboration and true partnerships starting to evolve in the process. So I think these tone setting, context setting elements in the first instances of each bento box is more about who am I authentically? Why am I here?
Mhm.
If I was to do this, how would you receive me and how would we approach this together? So it's almost like a collaboration Kickstarter in a bit because people can reveal their true selves and their real intentions of why they show up and why they're there. And it works very well to support all of the activities that follow in each bento box.